Time. Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm dropping mad little segments in the middle of the big segment so you don't gotta wait on the content. By at this point, I've already uploaded a few videos that are probably long and short, so you've probably already gotten over the Ethan Klein thing by now. I'm recording this as of 10/28. You might see this in November, I don't know, but it's still a worth of conversation. Me and my chat just got onto the idea of coworkers aren't your friends, and I just wanted to share one extremely valuable and shit. Usually go with the words, relevant a story of mine. So I was working for an after school center in 2019. Really nice one. They were struggling a lot. I obviously come in, do my thing, had shit popping, right? I remember no, fuck that. Fuck that story. We're actually gonna go back to 2016. This is an even better one. Had a boss, her name was Rochelle Anthas, effectively tried to be the white woman who tells the minorities what to do, and then got us all fired one by one by one by making up and corroborating stories about each and every one of our behaviors to the point where she ended up saying that she was going to leave eventually, but before that, she was like digging her heels and just ooh, like right there. And one of the parents of one of the students I taught before I got fired, her mother punched her in the mouth, and then she quit after that. Why does that have anything to do with like friends, right? As I've realized that some jobs, some employment will lead themselves more to you getting to know your coworkers in a more intimate sense. There will naturally be like if you're a CEO or like you're a executive or whatever, you're going on the yacht party. That's what I mean, like that type of thing. So when it comes down to other types of jobs, having a job at a coffee place, you get to know the coffee maker, the people on you, but you're not gonna do anything after that. All we do is make coffee. It's not like it's gonna, oh, we should go hang out at the club. Like it's not gonna lead to that. But in some professions like teaching, you would assume that most of your coworkers are probably going to become your friends or like part of your life because you're going to spend so many hours together, be put in situations where you got to talk for one another, you got to advocate for one another, might have to go into a class to do some, and you want to have good rapport with everybody. Like there's going to be points of entry for that type of thing. Maybe a little bit different than sanitation workers, but also different than construction workers. Definitely different for plumbers. I don't see six plumbers going up and be like, yo, did you see the shit in Miss Johnson's septic tank? Like that. What are you talking about? When we say don't be friends at work with your coworkers, especially for people who are autistic in some form or fashion, it reminds me that when you bear a piece of yourself outwards towards the world, if there's money on the line, all of a sudden you have to hesitate. That's not crazy to you. That's the point of what I wanted like. That's not crazy to you that people who they know, we know, hey, I'm trying to survive. This job do not pay like that. It's enough to like put some food on my table. I can maybe save $10 a month type beat, and they will jeopardize all of that just because they foresee an opportunity to do it to you before you do it to them. And you sitting there like, but I have no plans on this. Why are you? And that's why I was going to bring up that second example, but this one just made me understand like there are no attachments. You guys got to realize the same thing about jobs that you had to realize about school. When people are forced to be somewhere, they will naturally cozy up. I apologize so much. My God, my whole lips dripping and everything. That sounds so different. Almost all my current friends are from old workplaces. We babysit each other's kids, but we're more cooperative than dog eat dog. The I will end this on this because that's like a nice counterpiece. I will tell you this much about the United States labor force. This is widespread. It is the majority, but there's still a minority of people who obviously operate differently. Hello, hi, I'm right here. But it is the structure in which most capitalistic positions for the lower class are given. It is the options that you're given for like retaliation. It's for discrimination. These structures, these institutions don't give you much leeway if they dangle more money in your face. Yeah, we could definitely, instead of paying you $20 an hour, we could actually bump that up because you've been here for 5 years. We could probably bump that up to 47. Here's the thing though. If we bump it up to 47, other people gonna ask why you getting 47. Is there somebody is there somebody in here? Is there somebody who would be really upset about that? Because we could take care of that situation for you. Incentives, institutions, not really built for bonding. HR isn't really built for bonding, it's for reporting. Let alone how I could extrapolate this into a 20-minute conversation about language. People don't, at least in the job market, what I've learned is that people don't have a concrete sense of protection with their fellow coworkers, which goes into unionizing, camaraderie, goes into like the whole structure of capitalism. But I'm going to keep it simple and short. There's no real incentive to want to be somebody's friend at a job, especially a corporational job, a franchise chain. Maybe at the spooky decor store, you get to know the owner. She's a woman of 40 years who's been doing this, and she's got great expertise, and you hang out and blah blah blah, whatever. But like Chipotle, Taco Bell, pizza shop, it sucks. But not everybody's your friend. Most people aren't. And do you know why most people aren't? I always ask myself this. Every time I see or go to a wedding that is clearly for middle class, upper middle class people, I recognize immediately that when these fathers are giving speeches, mothers' speeches, attendees or whatever, it's never, hey, I know you from work at a shitty job. It's always, hey, I know him from work because we work at the same law firm. I know him for work because we were working together for 20 years. Not everybody's your friend.